you need to have a range of pricing, okay? You need to have pricing under $100. You need to have pricing 100 to 1,000, and then you need to have pricing over 1,000. Very few artists have this properly set up. You need to have it. You need to have non-wall art in your lineup. Not everyone is ready to buy wall art at all times, okay? Once you have that sorted, you're in a significantly better place to deal with what happens during a recession, which is everyone starts negotiating you and grinding on you and saying, I can't pay for that thing at $1,000. Would you take $500 for it? If you can't respond, no, I don't negotiate on that, but I will show you what's in my range for $500. You're going to just be dealing with all kinds of headaches. Let alone, you need to have prices for what I call the socioeconomic bell curve. This is reality. This is my followers, your followers. When you're exhibiting at an art show, this is a random slice of the people that are going to come by your booth. You got 10 folks that are in the lowest 10% of the folks you got that are in the lowest socioeconomic bracket. You have lower middle class, upper middle class, and the high net worth individuals in the true upper class there. Class is kind of lame. I should have taken those out. But anyway, the socioeconomic bell curve is the key. If you don't have prices in your range right now for every single solitary part of this scale, you will never see the full ROI, return on investment, on your marketing initiatives. You just won't. You have to have stuff priced under $100. You have to have stuff priced between $100 and $1,000, and you need stuff well above $1,000. I argue, especially if you have originals at like $1,500, $2,000, $2,500, you should have something in your store for $10 or $15 or $20, even up to $30 or $40 or $50,000. There is a phenomenon called price anchoring, and it helps when you're looking at this graph. Somebody comes in and they look at the very cheapest thing in the store and they're like, okay, I know what that is. And then somebody comes in and they look at the most expensive thing in the store and they're like, I know what that is. And they use those two as psychological reference points to land somewhere in the middle to the place that feels just right for them. And then sometimes the folks are the lower class and that's all they have. They can only buy that stuff that's under $100. And then sometimes the folks have a lot of money and they don't care about an economic downturn. And the only reason that you didn't make a $5, $10, $15, $20,000 sale is because you didn't have the pricing, because you didn't think through your pricing ahead of time. So that's literally how fundamentally important the pricing scenario of it is. Proper pricing range essentially equals the maximum ROI from your marketing efforts. If you are an artist or a photographer and you don't have that range in place and you're going into down economic times and you don't have the ability to make a sale every single solitary time that somebody gets drawn into your creative world, you are making it more difficult on yourself. You are not building a contact that you can market to in perpetuity. You're going to get lowball offers all of the time, and you're not properly set up to get the highest ROI from whatever you're doing in terms of a marketing. And that could be any outbound digital marketing. That can be the booth fee and sitting on your feet and going to the show, or maybe you're exhibiting in a brewery, or maybe you're doing it on a street corner. You'll never see the true ROI that's possible unless you're capturing all of those potential sales. That gets us into the sales portion. In terms of sales, in tough economic times, price sensitivity for all of us spikes. What are we doing? We're canceling recurring services. We're contemplating vacations through various different lenses. We're canceling anything that we can. We're only buying when we're on sale. And so, one, when you have the pricing range, like I just covered, it partially solves for this. Sales, by which I mean you guys actively running sales, solves for the rest of it. And really what it comes down to is that with the increase in price sensitivity that we're all feeling already to a certain extent, and is only going to ratchet up and up and up, if it's not on sale, oftentimes it's not getting purchased. It's just not. It's just not. So if you don't have the ability to run sales, if you don't understand how to execute and run a sale, it puts you in a difficult position. You have to be able to run a sale at all the times when it's appropriate to run sales. Okay, Father's Day, Mother's Day, Valentine's Day, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Earth Day if you're a nature photographer, Memorial Day, 4th of July, Amazon Prime Day. We recommend our customers run sales on all of them, and that's what we teach them how to do. Because when you're in these difficult economic times, when price sensitivity is at the highest it's ever been, oftentimes the difference between whether or not you get a sale and don't get a sale is, does your buyer feel like they're not spending as much money and still being frugal in difficult economic times? It's that important. It's that important. There is zero room for emotion in it too. The people that like give me the emotion, like, I can't be running sales all the time. That's going to cheapen me. It's going to cheapen my brand. That's going to make me look cheesy or whatever. The only two brands that don't run sales that I'm aware of are Louis Vuitton and Tiffany's. If you think your brand is that sweet, what the hell are you doing on this Zoom call? You wouldn't be here. Give me a break, okay? Everyone runs sales. They are just about human psychology. It is just about how you get human beings, you and me, to take action. And if you think not having sales, okay, when we're in tough economic times is off the menu, you're going to be in a lot of trouble. You're going to be in a lot of trouble. That's just the long and the short of it. So it's very important that you have them, okay? You know, the analogy that I use is that your prospective buyers, they're just fish in the ocean. And your boat is your business, and the lines you have in the water are your marketing messages. When that fish comes up to the surface, and usually the fish are 3,000 feet down, or they're all the way in the other part of the ocean, or they're around the corner of the island. When that fish comes to the surface, if your marketing message is not in the water, i.e. the sale going, they're out. They're out because of that increased price sensitivity. So it's so important, so insanely